What's up, YouTube? Here's another Ratchet review. Now, this time I've taken apart a good bit of 3H drive ratchets. I did not take apart the Carlisle 0 degree ratchet just because I felt it wasn't worth comparing this style to the rest of these. But here we have 7 different 3H drive ratchets. We're kind of going from like the cheapest to like the better, supposedly. Okay, over here we have an old Stanley, which needs to be cleaned up and re-greased. Honestly, it doesn't have that bad of a tooth count. I don't know what the tooth count is. Maybe 40, 50. Because, we know the Craftsman's like 32, I do believe. But you can see how the pawl setup is in here versus like, these style. So, I mean, it does actually work good. It just needs to be cleaned up and re-greased. I don't ever use that Stanley ratchet. But here we have the Chinese craftsman one with, that style pawl setup. This is a gearwrench 30 or 32 tooth ratchet. The flex head. I like it. It works good. I mean, I can't knock really any of these ratchets. These will take nuts and bolts off. And then this is a snap-on older 30 tooth, I do believe. You can see like how the pawl setup is like these two pawl setups. And this is the gearwrench 84 tooth. I actually like this ratchet a lot. And you can see it's got the long pawl. And then over here we have the snap-on dual 80 setup. This is a locking flex head ratchet. I like it, but I'd say out of all these ratchets, this is the one I grab. I don't know why, but I'm partial to this ratchet. I like it. I mean, the head is big. It doesn't get in spots like, that one, like the snap-on or, the flatheads. But yeah, I mean, on which one's better, I'd say pick for your budget. This $10 Stanley will take nuts and bolts off. This $5 Craftsman, same thing. And I do like this gearwrench flex head. I used it many times. It's well used. And then before, this was one of the first professional ratchets I ever grabbed. Now I can't say that it was snap-on, but this is like 75 tooth or something like that, 74. And I use this one a good bit. I just got so many different kinds of ratchets that I can grab. Most of the time I go for the 0 degree offset Carlisle. I just like it. Fits the hands good. Nothing wrong with the snap-ons or the gear wrench. I do like the 84 tooth. But I'm telling you, this one here, fits the hand good. And if you gotta hit it to knock something loose, it doesn't hurt nearly as bad as, the raised panel or the nub there. So, I mean, if you're using your hand to, smack a nut loose, yeah, I know. The Craftsman does work good for that. It doesn't hurt as bad, as the real thin nubs here. I mean, granted, grab a comfort grip and, you might, break the bottom off or something, but, oh well, it's a ratchet. Grab another one and go. But to say the best, I mean, I do like the snap-on flex head, locking one. Can't say anything bad about really any of these ratchets, but between the Carlisle, this snap-on, and I would say this gear wrench, these three are the ones that will be grabbed the most. and these just kind of, you know, have their special place. That Stanley I haven't used in a long time. If you come up to me and ask me to borrow a Ratchet, I'm probably going to give you that Stanley. And if you kind of give me that look like it's a Stanley, well then don't borrow it. You know, it will take nuts and bolts off of. I've done it for, you know, done it before. I have a 1/2-inch drive Stanley that I will, you know, beat on with a sledgehammer if need be. You know, I've broken it and taken it back to Walmart. They've given me a new one. Craftsman, you know, yeah, they give you new ones too. You know, they all do. Every single one of these ratchets, you'll take them back, you'll get a new one. Snap-on for me is a little bit harder because I have to give them to a friend and then he gets them fixed, you know, through his Snap-on guy, because I do everything out of house. And I have enough tools to where I don't need an account. And I don't want an account. You know, I don't want to spend the money, you know, any more money than what I'm already spending on tools, which is enough. You know, there's still some things I need, but I'll get them. You know, I'll make do with what I got. Always have. You know, growing up on a farm, we didn't have all this fancy shit. We had these. You know, this is what we grew up using on the farm. You know, then if it was looking like you're going to break it, well, then you just grab a breaker bar and use that. You know, you didn't have all this fancy Dole 80 shit, you know, the real fine tooth ratchets. You know, if something needed done, you had a craftsman in your hand, and that was the end of the story. So I hope you like my ratchet videos, and, you know, a lot of people say about the super lube to use for lubing ratchets. This here is what I found to work for me. This is Gun Slick. It's for firearms, obviously. I'm a big gun person too. But it's graphite and waterproof. It works really good, and you know, you can tell, you know, by the smoothness of it, it works very well. So now I gotta put all these damn ratchets back together. And so what I think I'm gonna do is, just for fun, is take these comfort grips off and see if I can put the Snap-on one on the Carlisle. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. I'll be posting another video here soon. I don't know when. You know, maybe it'll be this one. Let me know if you guys want to see if you can change these, you know, comfort grips around between the Carlisle and Snap-on. Have a good one, guys.